All right, all right, all right. We are live. So, hello to everyone that's watching this on the replay. I'm Trucker Jim, and it is 2021. Happy New Year to everyone. It's what, the 5th or the 6th? I don't know if I've done a video yet other than live videos. I think maybe my last one was about making a pie. But we're going to be talking about healthier things than lemon meringue pie in this video. But this is my new Volvo here. Well, new to me anyway. It's got a little over 200,000 miles on it. But if I could get a thumbs up from someone letting me know my audio is good, crisp, clear, before we get started too far into this. What's up, Chris M? I can actually see without my glasses, so maybe I am not like Velma. But we're not going to do a truck tour video in this one. I think that would probably be better doing it in a more of an edited thing, put some cool tunes to it and everything. But a while back I did a quick little video just kind of sharing some workout tips. It was very early in my process, and I'm operating under a new standard now. Before I start talking with you guys about things that I do, I'm going to do it at least 3 times. That's fair enough, right? And you know, like in years past, I always set goals or resolutions, if you will, for the new year. And I would do some of them, but then, others I wouldn't. And I know a lot of people, lose focus on those things, like quitting smoking or working out, the different ones we have. I've tweaked what I'm striving for now, and I'm focusing on habits. Habits are the key to all success. And bad habits, well, they're the unlocked door to failure. And I have really developed the habit of working out 3 times a week. I'm a couple of years into that. When I was, around the house and had 9 rounds to go to, man, it was easy. All I had to do was show up and walk through that door, and I was going to close the rings on my Apple Watch for the day, which is getting, a fair amount of exercise. Out here on the road, it's more challenging. Well, if you believe it's more challenging, but that is all in our mind. But if you're prepared, dadgummit, this door right here, watch, it's not gonna open. You have to pull this little lever here, and now it opens up. Now, last time I showed you guys these big dumbbells, right? These 35-pound dumbbells, they feel a little heavier than 35 pounds. And I was doing supersets, starting with this, and doing some shrugs, and some curls, and some dips. But I've since changed my mind, and I do not recommend carrying heavy weights like this. Number one, I used to keep these things in the truck, and if an accident happened, you know how stuff flies around. I definitely wouldn't want to have one of these flying around. Plus, if you ever have to switch trucks or anything like that, it's just another pain in the ass. Can you imagine carrying these on a Greyhound? It's not going to happen, and you'd lose your stuff. So next time I get back to the Chevy, those dumbbells are going in it, and they're not going to travel around the country with me anymore. What I've got instead is a band. Now, I've had one of these for years. I've tied it to my seatbelt, and I'll be doing curls and practicing uppercutting MFers, mother truckers. Well, I took it home because I didn't have a truck at the time to leave it with, and I was showing my mom some things that she could do, at home with the exercise band. And I really realized how creative you can get with one of these. I need to get where you guys could see full body of me. This is only one workout for today, because we're going to get inside and talk about something else. But I did want to show you guys this. Now, we're not going to do this in this video, because I have yet to roll out the yoga mat and get on the ground. But there's probably a lot of piss right here. Dog piss, trucker piss, diesel fuel. I don't really want to even be touching my hands on that. So I got some workout gloves inside and this yoga mat with my intention before the day's over with, I'm gonna work out again. And we'll revisit this in an upcoming video. But the bands, on the other hand, I've got some experience with. You guys still hear me okay? Big shout out to Semisonic Wireless Microphones. But I'm standing on it now. If you want to do these, what is it, working my shoulders, right there, a series of those, and without even changing anything, you can change your grip, do these. You want to work your biceps, do them at the same time. You can do alternating. If you step on it a little more so you don't have, you can do kickbacks to work your triceps. What else can you do? Because I'm not wanting to get down on the ground right now. Well, one thing, this particular band, I only paid $15 for it. I got it from Academy Sports. My other one did not have this little piece. But what this is, you throw the handle through there, right? Let me change my camera view over here. Big shout out to Peak Design Tripod. This video would not be possible if it was not for the brilliant design of this tripod. All right, let's move these weights out of the way before I trip over them. These weights are dangerous. I'm not taking dumbbells on the road no more. The risk reward is not worth it. But look at this, I just shut it in the door, right? Not the, There we go. Now, we've got a whole nother array of exercises we can do, truck drivers. Up against the truck, you wanna do forward like that. There's about 15 pounds of resistance to these, which isn't a tremendous amount, but I tell you, it's a whole lot better than sitting back in the sleeper berth watching YouTube. Getting out, I tell you, a good rule or a good number to strive for when you're starting out and developing this habit. I think a good one, the one I did, is 3 times a week. I can do that. I had to do it today. I got a workout at 9 around Monday when I was in town, but I'm coming to you from there's a truck, back it up, from Tucumcari, New Mexico. Do y'all see that mountain in the background? Well, you can't now because Crete is backing up. But we'll get back to exercising in a minute. But this mountain, you know, I first saw it back in my US Express days, and it always stood out to me. Maybe it's the sci-fi fan in me. You know, there's not any other mountains around besides that one. It's pretty flat. There's a few hills and things. But the sci-fi fan in me thinks, you know, that's probably some big alien craft from thousands of years ago, and well, the wind blows dirt on it and covers it up, and today we think it's a mountain. As soon as he backs up, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna hop around to the other side of the, wait a minute. Never mind, that won't work. But there it is. Well, there it is. If I had a little more time, that would be pretty awesome to hike up there if I was maybe doing a 10-hour break or something like that. But nope, just doing a 30, and I think it's probably over and my clock is reset, and I have not eaten anything yet. Not even a Reese cut, can you believe that? But these bungee bands, stretchy cords, resistance bands, I think that's actually what they're called. You know, we can do it like this. We want to work on some triceps. Matthew McConaughey say that the bicep is for show, but the triceps for the dough. That's the money maker. So if you want to work those, you can. And I was figuring all kind of ways of doing, you know, using these for squats, lunge resistance. I've got the one I got came with a little instruction book showing you different exercises. I bet there was probably 20 of them all together. But I'm sure Walmart has those too, but this one was only like 15 bucks. They got a couple of different colors. I kind of like the green. on there. It's a perfect addition for your truck driver to get a little exercise, you know, get some blood going to the muscles. And I have not started running yet, but every day, just about anyway, I put on running shoes. So that's a start, right? Let's see, let's put these weights back in here. The yoga mat was about 15 bucks too. It came from Academy Sports. It wasn't the cheapest one they have, but you know, a yoga mat, you want something that's got a little thickness to it, but that'll lay out flat, not curl up and then roll up easy. And it's a good thing just to stick it under the bunk. The weights, while I have them, I do those sometimes when I'm fueling up if my windshield's not dirty. But this band, you can do things inside the cab. It can get you outside of the cab. It's just a good thing. And it can be one of your new good habits for 2021. Good habits equal good results. Good habits are the key to all success. And well, bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. I did not make those words up. Let's see. Actually, let me learn from previous mess ups. And we're going to take the iPhone off of this tripod and we're going to lower it to a more appropriate cab height. Instead of trying to do all this with the phone on there, that just, I think maybe that'll probably work because I can raise the neck of it up. And I'm going to share another habit that I've started for 2021 that I don't know, about 5 days into or so. These habits, I'm not going to talk about them publicly until I'm 3 days into them. Once you get to around 21 days, the game's starting to change. You're going to have some new habits. Make it to 30 and then 90. I heard a wise person say one time, you can change your life in 90 days. And that is true for every one of us. In the good way or the bad way. Actually, you can really mess things up in a matter of minutes. The good part usually requires a little bit more persistence. All right, here's my glasses. All right. So, actually, let me check these on the iPad. I do not have a table in this Volvo. Well, actually, I sort of do have a table. If it was dark, guys, this is a game changer. This is called a ring light. It is so awesome, but I think I don't know, I don't have much longer on this and I didn't set it up in advance. So, natural light is gonna have to do. Natural light. That's the preferred beer of the people I grew up with. All right, how do we mute this guy? There we go. All right, first joining us is Chris M. Hey, Chris. Big long Don. Don Slonger, of course, is with us. Appreciate your support. Don, let's see. Let me try to get this where it don't have this crazy glare. Actually, I think I'm going to take my running shoes off. Hit this little lever thing right here. Yeah, Volvo will recline up and we will check out some comments. But Troy is with us, Guy Williams. We got Patrick rolling across North Dakota. Are you in the Badlands, my friend? Okay, my audio is good. Thanks for that confirmation, James. And that's it. There are no more comments. Does anyone not have anything to add about resistance core training for the truck driver 3 times a week, doing 15 minutes of it? That sounds doable, and I think it would be worth the time invested. But speaking of time invested, look what I've got over here. Whoop, it just fell out. I don't know if you guys, right here, there's this little pocket, and I keep that book right there. Like, that's his place. That's where it stays. And this is the same book that the 10 Ancient Scrolls of Success came out of, and this is the same book that has inspired the story that I'm working on. That's another habit that I'd actually committed to this in a video where I remembered some of Scroll 3. Still don't quite have it all memorized without checking the book, but that will change, which is because of a new habit as well. But we won't get into this right now, but the way the whole scroll thing works, and it's, you know, when it talks about in scroll 1 about habits and habit creation, and it says, I will form good habits and become their slave. And when this is done on purpose, it's called your will. And a lot of the things in the scrolls are things I need to accomplish a lot of my big goals. But this is not a goal video. This was just wanted to throw something up because I have not even started working on any other kind of video other than getting some pocket cam B-roll, because I've been on 40 for a long time. Over 1,000 miles. I'm I think about 180 miles from Albuquerque. This is over a 1,600 mile trip, so I'm almost there. I'll be delivering it here in a little bit, and then I'm headed to El Paso. And I'm about to sneeze. That would have been better in slow-mo. But guys, I got to get rolling. This didn't really go exactly like I saw it in my head, but life is like that sometimes. But you just say, you know, the first step for any great journey, I mean, how's it go? The beginning of any great journey begins with the first step. Well, I guess this video wasn't necessarily my first step, but it was the next step. But let me get this delivered. Oop, I saw a couple comments pop up. Let me check those, and then I guess we'll call this thing a wrap. James has a question. Go ahead and shoot it at me, big guy. So I'm going into the Army to be a truck driver, and 2 years later I'm going to get out of the Army, but I will have a job when I get out eventually. I'm going to buy a Volvo VNL 860. Was there a question in there? All that sounds like a great plan though, James. How old are you? Patrick, lots of previous snow, but the weather's good right now. Just cold as hell. Got a load of potatoes, headed to North Carolina. Well, right on. Will you have a trucking job? Yeah, probably so, unless the autonomous thing is like kicked into overdrive. But here's the thing, James. Yes, unless there's some reason why you can't, you know, that's whether it's a health thing or in trouble thing, or, you know, as long as you meet the qualifications, yeah. Because think about it, brother. If you bought it, a truck brought it. That's how all the stuff, the materials to make stuff, all the food, you name it. It goes on trucks. It might be on a train or a plane for a little bit, but most things go on trucks. And unless our population decreases dramatically and there's still a functioning economy in the world, I'd say, yeah, you'll definitely have a job as a truck driver. Or you could do something else that you might be more passionate about. That's kind of the direction I'm leaning in. But trucking is definitely a cool gig. This, you know, trucking gave me an opportunity to get caught back up and on track financially when I was sort of in a mess as the divorce thing happened and getting out of insurance. It also gave me a creative canvas to start talking to a camera and talking to my phone and editing videos and all of those things, which was awesome, you know. And I've made a lot of cool friends trucking. And I've seen a lot of places. This is the first time I've been to New Mexico in a while. I don't think I've ever been to New Mexico GNP. So it's been, you know, 4 years or more since I've been here. But I've always liked Tucumcari. I may be mispronouncing it, but I like saying it. But I've got to say this for now, guys, because it's a wrap. And I think I'm caught up on the comments. Let me double check out of respect for all of you. Thank you, Patrick. 18 now. Okay. 5'10", 160 pounds. It's been a while since I've been 160 pounds. I gained some weight over the Christmas holidays, which, because I ate a lot. I mean, it was really no surprise with each spoon of shepherd's pie and lemon meringue pie and chocolate pie and ham. Man, I ate so much ham. I knew I was going to gain it back. But that was okay. I got up to 192 pounds again. And now I'm working my way back down and trimming back up. You know, I don't know. I guess it's all in how you look at things. But in ways, it's easier to develop habits out here on the road because you don't have as many distractions as far as other people's wants and needs and timing that interferes with your new habits that you're creating. Not saying you can't do these things as a local driver, but out here on your own, hell, who you gonna blame besides yourself? Just like you manage your work schedule, you manage your whole schedule. But speaking of schedule, I got to get back on it and deliver this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Everyone that made it to the end, watching this on the replay, thanks. Would love to hear from you below. And that's it. See you next time. Until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking.